Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Kakwadash. They were honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers who are pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquath that are listening, let it be in a pillar of rest, 144,001 third, the hopeful elect of Israel. The brother Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. Yeah, this is my personal testimony, my prophet of doom testimony, if you will. Sure, we all have one. Mine goes back to like, '09. When I had some colleagues that I worked with, right? Some musicians and friends of mine, so we're friends and colleagues. I came into the truth and I began to change, and so they began to call me Pod, as in prophet of doom. So, yeah. Let's get that real quick. That's a little byword action there. So let's grab that. The prophets of doom. And a byword. Let's see. And a byword among all nations. Okay. Even among our nation. Right? Nigga. Nigger, nigga. Niggar. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, even your own, whither the Lord shall lead thee. Okay. So, yeah, Pod, they called me. So what is this doom? Prophets of doom, yeah? Well, let's start. Prophets of what? What is doom? Doom is referring to what? Doomsday. Okay? What is doomsday? The last day of the world's existence. Whose world? Esau's world. See that? That's what doomsday is, the last day of Esau's world. That's what doomsday. So if we're the prophets of doomsday, what are we heralding? We're heralding in the end of Esau's world. That's what the prophet of doom means. Hey, nigga, your time is up. And now he's walking about as a roaring lion. So everything has its time and its sequence. Right here, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when you go back here, you take this word world, Esau is the end of the world. That world right there is what this is talking about. Last day of the world, Esau's world, world's existence. In Christian belief, the day of the last judgment is Esau's judgment. Okay? Doomsday. So the prophet, we should be known as the prophets of doomsday. Because there ain't going to be no more doom. The world is not going to end anymore after this. See? Ain't going to be no more need for doomsday. This is the last doomsday. Ain't going to be no more doom. Right? Let's get doom. Let's get doom. I think everybody else got doom, so let's get doom real quick. Let's see. Let's get doom. Doom is impending doom, death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. That's pretty good, doom. Condemn to certain destruction or death, doom. Okay? Certain death and destruction. Destruction of what? Of Esau's world. Not him just yet, right? He got 1,000 years to work first, then he'll be gone. But right now we're talking about his world, the death and destruction of what? His world, pursuant to 2 Ezra 6. And I'm going to keep it simple and we're going to get out. Okay? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, world. What world? Jacob is what? Let's get Isaiah real quick. In the spirit of milk. This isn't exactly milk, but you do have a backup. This is how you connect John 3 and 16. Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel, where's the word world at? Let's get the word world. See that? Same world as John 3:16. What world? This world. But Israel shall. Who's going to be saved? Israel. Who's going to be saved? The elect of Israel. Who's going to be saved in the Lord with an everlasting sight? The elect of Israel. The elect of Israel, or Israel is a world, and the elect of Israel is a world within a world. Okay? But let's read it. Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay? So, back to doomsday. Here's doom, death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. Now you got to get doomsday. The last day of the world, what is it? The last day of the world's existence going to consist of? It's going to consist of death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. Because Babylon the Great and Esau, Edom have been condemned to, or Babylon the Great and the beast system and this rulership has been condemned to certain destruction or death, or unalive. See how we had to switch it all up, right, to get the point across. Anyway, there's doom and here's doomsday, right? Last day of Esau's world's existence. And we're the prophets of doomsday. What are we doing? We're heralding, right, this. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and give up the good news. What is the good news? The good news is vengeance. Payback. Your world goes down, our world goes up. That's the good news, right? Slovakia. It's this right here. You see this word right here? That's the good news. What is the gospel? This is the gospel. Here's your reparations. See that? Reparations. Ain't that how you spell Ain't that how you spell reparations right there? Let's see. Let's see. That's what it is. Okay? This is what this means. All right? Doom. Okay, what does this mean? Doomsday. The last day of Esau's world. Okay? Well, what does that have to do with The day of it, the day of vengeance. What? This is the day of judgment, right? Judgment day. Punish our enemy. Look at this. Punish our enemy. Who's our? Okay, if this is the gospel, the good news, right? Who's our Israel? Who are our enemies? Do we have to go through the whole thing? Isn't this the gospel? Well, you preach the gospel. Here's the gospel right here. The gospel can hinge on one word: vengeance. Okay? Because people want to leave that word out. You can't have the gospel without this word. This word right here sums up the whole gospel. The whole gospel is about reparations. See, complete reparation. No 40 acres and a mule, go back to work, nigga. No. Vindication. Okay? Pleasure, good pleasure. Vengeance. See, the day of vengeance, recompense. That's the reparations. Okay, and people, what about the gospel? What about the gospel of peace? This is the gospel of peace, right? Let's see. To bring good news, dang, let's get it. Let's see. Good news to the poor. Good news to the poor. Good news. What is the good news? Vengeance is the good news. All right? All that other shit, sure. What are you not expecting? Good old vengeance. Vengeance is good. Right? That's what doomsday. See, if we're the prophets of doom, we're the prophets of payback. Understand? We're the prophets of reparations. Nigga, you want your reparations? Listen to the prophets. Here go your reparations. You gotta get them. Shut the fuck up. You might have to get them on the other side. You're a nutsack reparations prophet. See? I'm having a little fun, Salakia. Yeah, it's crazy, man. See, you can't have the good news, right? Or the gospel, right? Without the word vengeance. You got to make things good. You got to make the children of Israel whole. That's what the good news is. Okay? Preach good news, the gospel. Anyway, yeah, the gospel is about vengeance. Anyway, doomsday is about vengeance. The last day, judgment day, right? A time or event of crisis or great danger. For who? Well, for whoever is losing a kingdom. If you're gaining a kingdom on doomsday, it ain't really doomsday for you. Now, is it? It's gains day, is payback, is reparations day. See? Okay. Reparations is inextricably linked to doomsday. You understand? It can be summed up right here. Let's sum it on up. Since we got doom, and I told my little testimony pod. They said, "Hey pod," I used to laugh back then. Are we even friends anymore? We're not friends anymore. We're not colleagues anymore. Right? I'll pass. Where were we going? We're going to end in Rev 13, right? 9 and 10. Going right back to what? This. If you don't know by now that when it speaks of any man having an ear, this is speaking of the elect. The elect can hear this. The elect have ears and they understand. Let him hear. Understand. This little tag right here is saying, listen up, elect. Okay? What the Spirit saith unto the churches. Listen up, elect. All right? Remember that. He that leadeth into captivity. See, the elect are going to understand this immediately. This is a message to the elect. Don't worry. You can get that payback. See, that's important. This is the gospel. See, because you understand what these words mean to the elect? Oh. You like this? Oh, there is a God. There's a just God. That's what these words mean. And it tickles you. It gives you that feeling, that warm and fuzzy feeling that you're going to get that payback. Right? And then Edomites, when the devil walks around proud, like he got you forever. And then you got that one little wish. Well, humble little me. Yeah, the devil, he got it. But I got this one wish, right? I'm going to just hold on to this. As the devil's whooping my ass, I got this one wish. I'm going to hold on to it, and it's going to get me through. That one wish is that one day it'll all be turned upside down. And guess what? It's not even a wish. Here it is. It's written in the stone tablets, okay, of your head, of your obstinate head, right here. If you're of the elect, you still hard-headed, stiff-necked, but you were written in. Here we are. This is Revelation 13:10. After we've established the elect, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. All right. So anyway, what is this? Let me play this real quick. We are the perennial prophets of doomsday. And we're warning this fool. They know. This goes back 5 years. Okay, and this is Sky News Australia.
Climate activists as perennial prophets of doom.
Wait a minute. That's code.
Donald Trump has attacked climate activists as perennial prophets of doom and touted America's economic achievements in a major speech delivered at the World Economic Forum in Davos in Switzerland. Mr. Trump rejected calls for urgent action on climate change and encouraged the world to instead embrace optimism. He boasted about his country's new position as the #1 producer of oil and natural gas and major trade development.
Just look at the 666 and see. You got to understand. See? 6, 6. Why did they do that? Why did they put that thing in there? To connect them sixes in your face. Logos. Right? Casting a spell on you right in your face. This dude represents who? That's the number of the beast right there. He's representing the beast system. Anyway.
And major trade developments with China under his leadership. The president's remarks flew in the face of the key themes of the conference.
Anyway, they know who we are. We're the prophets of their end. We're heralding, right, the day of their end. They know it. They know what it means, right? The king would send out the wise men. Oh, wise men, go out and give me some information. They come back, yeah, this nigga's going to be born in a manger. We'll get over there. Get over to the manger, nigga. Take some gold and some incense and put a listening device in there. Nothing's changed. Don't touch the nigga, though. Right? You touch him, we're all fucked. Just put a listening device and we'll know when we'll get their defenses down. We'll distract them, get them to eat a little pork, and then we'll pounce on them. Nothing has changed. All right, so with that should be enough. How soon are we out of here? Well, the prophets know. They're telling you, watch out for the false ones. They'll make you think you got another 1,000 years to go. All right, shalom.